Hi everyone, this is Ruchika Bhartiya, an MBA from IIM Bangalore, and I've worked with companies such as BCG, Bain, and Zomato. Today, in this video, I'm going to talk about my VAT PI experience for IIM Bangalore. So, stay tuned and watch this video till the end. So, this happened in 2018. I gave CAT 2017 and I got calls from IIM Bangalore, Lucknow, Kozhikode, Indore, Shillong. I did not get call from IIM Ahmedabad and Calcutta. So let's go back to 13th of March 2018, where I reached Indian Habitat Center in Delhi, which was my center for VAT PI for IIM Bangalore, and I reached there on much before time actually. And there are documents which are processed and verified before you actually are sent for VAT PI. So all my documents got processed. So after that, I was sent for my VAT. So the topic of the written ability test was happiness index has been introduced by Bhutan and a similar thing is being introduced by another place in India. What are your thoughts on this and comment? So I was aware about happiness index. I had read about it in news. So I gave my global perspective on it. I wrote about Bhutan's happiness index. I also wrote about how Nordic countries use happiness index and they are usually the ones at the top, and how Chandigarh in India was actually doing it. So I gave my thoughts and how I felt a Ministry of Happiness should be instituted to calculate happiness index and what all it could do. So I gave my thoughts and I think my written ability test went very well. After that, I was called for my personal interview around 10 o'clock and it was a 30-minute interview. There were 3 interviewers on my panel. 2 of them were IIM professors and one was an IIM Bangalore alum. Of all the 3, there were 2 women. One was an alum, one was a professor, and one was a male professor. All of them did not have like a very stern look. I think the male professor had a bit serious and stern look. The female professor had a stern look, but she was also, smiling at the same time. So she was comforting me. The alum was neutral, giving me neutral expressions. So the first question is asked by the female professor. So she asked me, so you are working with Bain? So I said, no, I am not currently working with them. I used to work with them. I left my job last year. So she asked, why did you leave your job? So I said to prepare for CAT. And then she asked, okay, so you cannot multitask. And that was the first googly that I got in my interview. But I was well prepared for this answer. So I told them that it is not that I cannot multitask, but CAT was very important to me and getting in this year was very important. So I did not want to take a chance because of workload that might have affected my performance. So I tried to give it my all. So they were not very convinced with this answer, but still I think they went with it. They asked me, what would you do if you don't clear it this year as well? So I told them that if I don't clear this year, maybe I would try, but along with it, I would definitely focus more of my energy into my own business or startup at the moment. So they asked me more about the startup and what business idea I had in mind for this. So at that point in time, I had a business idea. So I told them everything about my company, that it would be named XYZ, and I told them the complete picture, the business model I had thought of, how it could run. They were quite impressed with the depth I gave them about my business idea. So they knew that, okay, I was not just, bluffing and telling them something. I was actually serious about a business idea. So then they asked me more about my projects. They went into my work experience in depth. And then they started asking me about my different projects. So I gave them a complete overview, okay, what kind of projects I had done, what kind of cases I worked on during my time at Bain. And they asked me more about my team experiences and team learning. And there we had a long discussion. They asked me what was the most challenging day at work. So I told them about a day, where everything went haywire and how I contributed to the team. I had done a small case. It was not a very elaborate case, but it was something around the cement industry. So suddenly the alum, I think she had some connection with cement industry. She jumped in and then started asking me all the questions about cement industry. So can you tell me an overall APAC view, like Asia Pacific view of how cement industry is, and what are your thoughts about it in India? How big is it, etc., etc. So I was not completely aware of the numbers. So I told her that I have done a module on this, but it was a very specific module and I am not aware of these numbers per se. But I can definitely tell you what the view I have about cement industry in India this is the information that I understand of. So I read about in detail what in India there were a lot of infrastructure projects going to come at that point in time. Government was looking at introducing many things, and government investment was going to increase, and that seemed more towards the infrastructure side, like NHAI had introduced a lot of roads and highways, so that meant a lot of cement consumption. So I told her about that and how investment is going to increase, so that means that the industry is going to boom, and then we did some conversation around it. One of the questions was also around who is Amla Goswami, and they dig deeper into my SOP. I'd written about Amla Goswami award that I received in school. So I told them, okay, she's an ex-alum, she contributes to the fund, and they have an award for somebody who has topped class 10th. So I explained for the best all-rounder student academically and otherwise, and all of that. So that shows that they also go through your resume and SOP very closely, and any question can come from there. So be prepared. They asked me what your passion is. So I told them I'm a great communicator. I love problem solving. So a role in consulting, marketing that involves doing that could be something that I'm really excited by. They asked me a couple of market sizing and guesstimate questions. And that was really good because we were discussing businesses at that point in time, that, okay, size this business, how do you think this is, and that went very well. Instead of asking Q&A, they were doing live questions like this, and that gave me a lot of confidence that I'm doing something right. And after that, they asked me about a personal situation where, my passion and strengths have helped me. So I told them something that happened in my family and how my skills helped at that point in time. And in the end, they asked me, why did you want to do an MBA and how would it help? So I told them about how MBA and learnings from the course along with the peer network, how it would help me to, achieve my goals and contribute to society and the nation at large, and how it fits into my long-term goal of being an entrepreneur and businesswoman. And then I think that summed it up. Came out of the interview, all of them were smiling, and they offered me a candy in the end. So no sweat. It was a very good discussion and a very healthy interview. I was positive about my chances here, and the interview turned well, and luckily I got a call from them, and that's how it went. In summary, in the conversation, they were trying to understand and look at your willingness to learn. If you are a good fit for the institute, how are you approaching life beyond MBA, and what are your goals and ambitions? And most importantly, how adaptable are you to learning overall? Okay, and your attitude, presence of mind, calmness, all of those are something that is assessed, but definitely your way of thinking, your personality, your learning ability are definitely looked at. So few tips to crack it would be just stay calm and composed. Be honest. Try to answer the question in the best possible way that you can. If you don't know something, then you mention it that you don't know. Be humble and say that whatever you know, you tell that, and what you don't know, accept it. So this was my interview experience at IIM Bangalore. I will share more videos with my interview experience at IIM Lucknow, Kozhikode. So stay tuned, subscribe, and drop in the comments any questions you have related to your next step of CAT preparation. See you in the next video. Bye bye.